how to find happiness. The speaker's mind can go nowhere. And that's what you want. That's what you need. You don't want another one, not another one, trying to describe how to be happy, what happiness is. You see, the idea of speaking constantly about the same stuff, and you, whoever you are, getting nothing from it, in fact getting infuriation from it, is the idea to put you in a corner. Isn't that, you see, before you make any judgment on, isn't that what world life does? Put you in a corner. Yeah? If you look at society in its present state, where are you now? In your little home, or your big home, matters not what size a home is, you're in a corner. You're not free. You're in a corner. But you like your home. So that's okay. But everything points to you to say you cannot be doing this at this time. You cannot be doing that without this permission. You cannot be flying without a passport. All these incredible things. You cannot drive your car without a steering wheel. You know, of course, these are very necessary things. But the idea is not to enhance your mind. The idea is to question your mind, question your state of being. Happiness, if I point you to another state of happiness, your mind is going to be more confused. And it's going to explode. But I'm not here to put you in the corner. I'm here to say, the corner is just a concept, an idea. The same as happiness, a concept, an idea. The same as freedom, a concept and an idea. The same as war and peace, concepts and ideas. Made from human thinking, from human needs and wants and desires. Needs to control, needs to put everyone in the corner. You want to put your children in the corner, the children wants to put their children in the corner. Deep down inside, we don't go through life with that intention, but we feel suffocated and stifled into saying, yes, we have to, sorry. I want them to be free and not go to school. Yeah, but I have to. Yeah, you're fine, yeah. I want to tell them what sex they are. I want to tell them, you know, it's a wonderful world now where humans are now saying, no, you won't class me as a male. That's just a word. The identities of ego is being really questioned and suffocated. And that controls ego, that eye in the sky, that satellite in the sky, that tower that says you will behave like this, you will follow suit, you will continue to fight in wars because we have not got enough earth to feed you. What a lot of nonsense. A planet that is rich. We have to control how many people live in houses. But wait a minute. We have to build the houses because we won't get the income. So even those at the top are confused and stifled by their own power, their own needs, their own greed. And it sifts right down the chain. You must go in the corner, child, or you won't be rich. Yeah, so you have to get your homework books out. You have to do your studying. You have to get the job. You have to go to university. You have to learn how to be nice. You have to learn how to be kind. You learn how to obey. You have to learn to stand up for yourself. And these things are naturally happening. Did they not happen centuries ago when we lived in mud huts? But we didn't have to go to these educational establishments. We didn't have the facilities to travel all over the world and get confused by different languages and different cultures. But that's what we do. Humans love challenge. No, life's not for partying. Life's for learning. Life's for sacrificing. The only thing that you need to sacrifice is your ego. You need to sacrifice the idea that you are an individual, that you are having to go through this. All these are concepts and ideas. These are just thoughts, regurgitated thoughts. And the body is a prisoner to these thoughts because the body will be put into action. You have to do this job every day to get X amount of money to get 2 weeks holidays. And when they go on holidays, the body says, oh, thank God for the rest. And it's filled with alcohol and dancing, and all the partying that should be done throughout the year is done and condensed into 2 weeks. Obliterated by the heat, by the sun, you know. It's not negative. Negativity is just another concept. Everything is concepts. Everything is thought. Everything is ideas. Everything is needs and desires. Everything is dependent on past. That's what the politicians say. We have to follow the same rules. They're wearing the same wigs and uniforms in the House of Commons that they did 2,000 years ago, probably. And we say we are an evolved race. We're a changing, we're a modern, we're a contemporary race. And those at the bottom are expected to pick up these devices immediately, you know. You haven't paid your bill. You know, I didn't know I had a bill. Well, we emailed you. Well, I don't have an internet. I don't get a signal. No company can produce a signal. How can I get internet? We'll buy a mobile phone. But I don't have the money. Well, that's not our problem. Get your email fixed now. That's not what the society is saying, but that's what your mind will say. That's what your mind is teaching us, to be cruel and despiteful to our own existence. Suffocating. This period of this century is probably the most stifled century. And they blame lockdowns and pandemics and all wars and stuff. But that's just to take your mind off the suffering. They're really doing that to try and enhance your life. But we don't see it like that. You see, we think we're getting further punished, further into the corner, until we become that spider's web right in the corner of the room, high up above, and no one can touch us. And that's where you should be. That's the moment that this one experienced the most profound awakening. To come out of the corner with no mind, with no ego, fighting for your survival. And then when you fight for your survival and you waken up and you find it, you say, I'm not falling into that web again, that trap. And you live freely. You don't look for happiness. Because happiness is just a state, a temporary fluctuation. You don't look for pain and pleasure. Sex is a floating idea. Partying is all that takes place. You don't need alcohol, but sometimes it's okay. You don't need drugs, but sometimes it's okay. You find that balanced life. You accept everyone. The speaker works in a mental hospital and he says no one is mental. There's no difference between the staff and the patients. The patients are expressing themselves in the corner of the room, waiting their awakening, hopefully before the body passes. Every single human being has been masked, has chosen to take the veil of I, the identity me. And centuries ago, 2,000 years and over, Christ comes down and offers us the way to lift the veil. Take the words, Christ says. 1,300 videos, probably 40, 50 of them, repetitive with Christ's words. When you take Christ's words, wave, bye-bye, Jesus, Yeshua, thank you for the words. Now they're for me. You'll find the web is crumbling. The web that's keeping you prisoner, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, through an egoistic matrix of spinning tales and lies. Through me, you say, I am is the way. Some scheming, cunning, plotting, controlling, status, powering, needful man or woman or saint or king says, remove is. Remove is. And they'll think it was Christ was speaking about himself. Christ said, through me, I am the way. But Christ was saying to you, through your me, your I, your am, is the way. The way to happiness is through I. That happiness is not the happiness that humans make up games to play, to fulfill, to try and find temporary ways out of the web. Like the spider at night, it comes out for 5 minutes and it goes back in and says, oh my God, what a happy day I had. And the big spider says, get out of the web for good and you'll always be happy. The big spider is God. But you see God as pulling you in, but God is pushing you out. Freedom is out, is not. But to get out, you have to go within. Because the door out is in. The door out is in. Through me, I am in. Through me, I am in. And through me, I am. That is in. Is heading out as the way.